Got another mail day here, and I have two different boxes that just came in today, and I want to open them, take a look at them, and get them ready for my Whatnot show. So these are both very old boxes. They're actually both from 2002, so both of these boxes are 23 years old. Now, this was during a time where I was not playing. Like I said, I took a break in Magic around the Urza's era, so like the late 90s. So this is a few years after I started a 20-year hiatus with Magic. But two cool sets that I've never carried on my Whatnot show that I actually got boxes, one box of each to try and see how they go. And let's crack the first one open and see what we get. So again, if you get, both these came from 2002. So if you kind of want to take a guess on what they are, let's see. A little notice there, a little thank you letter, a little bit of paper wrapping, and there she is. Okay, pretty good wrapping, not bad, can't really complain too bad. This is a box of Torment. So I have never, ever opened a box of Torment, never opened a pack of Torment, and this is the first time I'm really ever owning one. So very cool. The box looks fantastic, amazing shape, really, really cool. So yeah, 2002, I believe. 36 packs, 15 cards. Yep, 2002. God. Foil is approximately 1 out of 70 cards, so same as 8th edition. In this era is basically that was basically the foil rate. So you're gonna get some in some packs. You're gonna get some in some boxes. They're gonna be rare. What is that, like every about 5 packs or so you should get one. So maybe you see like what, 7, 8 foils in a box, give or take a little bit. So these old sets, now there aren't like a million cards that are super valuable in these. The real reason you get these is for the nostalgia, and honestly it's the foil hunt. So Torment, yeah, this came out, was February 2002. 23 years old. Now, it's funny because the biggest hit in this, it's not even a rare, it's not even an uncommon. Actually, the biggest, most expensive card in this is a foil common Cabal Ritual, which I thought was kind of crazy. That's a foil common. Kind of like Prophecy, I guess. Some cards just spike, and that's just, they keep that value. But of course, the more known one, I think, is the uncommon Cabal Coffers. So Cabal Coffers isn't uncommon. This is the first printing. I think this is the only printing up until Modern Horizons 2 reprinted it in, what was that, 2021? I think it's 2020, 2021. But yeah, very cool. Again, this is a set that you open for nostalgia. This is a set that you open because you opened it back in the day and you want to relive that. Again, I don't have a personal connection with this set because I haven't played during that time, but I know it's one that I've never carried. Really want to see it, and I'm really excited to eventually crack these open. So, all right, that's Torment right there. Then we get this one. Again, this one is also from the same year, 2002, so you can probably guess which one this is. It's also a set I've never carried before, never opened it. Wow, this thing's really taped. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so a box within a box. Sure, let's see what we got here. Well, I appreciate the good packaging. Can't really complain about that. And lots of wrapping, which is always good. Okay, a box within a box within a box. Now that's some serious dedication right there. Okay, again, you can see 2 boxes that are basically similar in price too, and like just 2 different people, and there's their wide variety of ways to ship it, which again, I appreciate the extra packaging. Just don't overdo it with the tape. It's the only thing I ask. Just extra tape, you should have a problem. Look at this. Holy crap. Slide this out of here, probably. Yeah, look at that. Awesome. Now, this is a superb packing job. This is how you ship a box. All right. Not like that one person that had the 8th edition box. Remember a couple of videos ago? That was terrible. That'll probably go down as probably the worst packaging I've ever seen. Awesome. All right, here we go. Oh, this is a box I've never opened. Never owned one of these before. This is the first time I've had one. So this is a box of Judgment, and this thing looks beautiful. Okay, so I can see like why someone would definitely wrap these really, really carefully, because it's probably a case fresh box, and they assumed it was probably going from one collector to another collector. Unfortunately, for the Magic collectors out there, again, both of these will be opened. Absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, Judgment came out in 2002 as well. It was May 2002, so it was just after Torment. And this one actually has definitely some more valuable cards in there, definitely some more valuable foils. The biggest hit being the Sylvan Safekeeper. That's actually a rare. I think the second one, no, the third most valuable is Mirari's Wake. I think that was the first printing of Mirari's Wake. And then Cabal Therapy actually is an uncommon, very expensive foil card. So 2 absolutely gorgeous boxes. Again, the condition's fantastic. Yeah, see, these almost make me feel bad almost make me feel bad, because when they're this good a condition, these are meant to sit on the shelf and just be like enjoyed. Not open for packs, not open for draft. These are meant to be enjoyed and just like stared at because they're absolutely gorgeous. A little, oh no, it's just the plastic. Okay, no, these boxes are fantastic. Yeah, when they come in this shape, I I generally feel bad about opening them. Like I said, a little bit, but you get over it pretty quickly. But yeah, these are two sets that I've never carried before, so I don't have like a personal connection with them. I like how they say expert sets. But you know, I can't wait to open these things up. Hopefully get some really cool pulls. Obviously get some really cool foils. You know, when you look at some of the art, especially too from back in the day, absolutely incredible. The box arts are fantastic. I love, like I said, you know, seeing all these old boxes here. They all kind of remind me of just, you know, this a lot of these in air that I missed. And it's too bad. I was around for the dark, ironically enough, but like a lot of these other ones, I'm finally experiencing them now for the first time. And this is a really cool way to do it. And so again, I try to make these videos so people can kind of see it. Again, you know, learn a few things. For one, good ways to package things and sometimes bad ways to package things. These are both fantastic. I think they are packaged really well. They showed up and they're perfectly fine. But also, again, my protection, I open these things just because they're a little more expensive boxes. They're not crazy. I think these are both around the $800 a piece mark, in that range. But yeah, again, these boxes get rarer and rarer, more sought after. And like I said, they were probably packed and shipped with the assumption that's going from one collector to another collector. It's going to sit on their shelf and going to be enjoyed until they down the road sell it or draft it or open it for whatever. But nope, we're going to crack these open pack by pack on my Whatnot channel. And so, yeah, if you want to see them, that's where they're going to be available. And I'm really excited. Two sets I've never carried before, never opened. Should be awesome.